Hi everybody, I've got a little mini journal, and let's measure it. It measures, look at this, 6 by 3.5, and it has a 1.5-inch spine with 3 signatures. It's so cute. Look how little. I love it. And it's just a mixture of some different things. On the front cover, I've got a vintage image of some ladies gathering water at the stream, and you can see her with that yoke on her back with the 2 buckets. Just neat, I thought. And some fabric with the stitching around it, some parts of a doily and a lace bow. And I made the tie out of lace, and I stitched around it in a real pretty color to match the cover. It's a chunky monkey. It may be little, but it's a chunky monkey. And going inside, I've got a little pocket over here with a safety pin and some different fabrics. It's a lace pocket, and I put some coffee dyed paper. Look how cute, really cute. And some stamped images. Over here is some sari silk that's been stitched with a little tiny piece of a doily. You know, in this little book, you got to use little things, but I let the pages and the fabrics and everything just come on over the edges, because it's, you know, from the other side. I used book pages throughout. Here's a little mini picture, and I stitched around it in the, I don't know what you'd call that. It's kind of like a mint green, maybe. That's the stitching from the other side. Yep, I think I would call it a mint green. Over here is some sari silk with a little part of a doily. Little pocket here with 2 different kinds of fabrics and parts of a doily. And then I tore the edges of it so it would be kind of rustic looking. And it's got a pretty floral background image and a rose up there. And I splurged out of my favorite book, French book, and used the page, and I reinforced it because it is an old book. And I used lace to reinforce its spine so it'll hold together. But you can see it's all ratty. It's just beautiful. A little stitching here. Excuse me. A little pretty vintage lady with some sari silk and a little piece of lace. A little mini pocket. So cute. I love mini books. Got a little mini card. Piece of ephemera back here. The pocket has got some sari silk and part of a doily, and it's been embossed. A little tiny image. Get in there. I need to stretch that a little bit. There we go. There we go. More pretty soft blue. More stitching. More sari silk here. I use sari silk throughout the book. A little part of a doily. Over here's a little tuck spot with a little card. Nice little rough edges throughout. Little piece of eyelet for a tab. Some of that book, that vintage book. Over here's a little mini tuck spot with a butterfly, and then I put a piece of embossing paper behind it so the embossed would show through. A little pretty floral. A little card that fits back there. More of the eyelet tab. A little pretty letter. Vintage letter in mini size. Here's a lace pocket with a little card, a little image up there. It's got the eyelet with the doily. More sari silk and lace. A little ruffle here sewn in the mint. And some more of that book page. There's that book. Over here is a little flip up for journaling underneath. And that's part of a placemat. More sari silk. Part of the book page sticking over the edge from the other side. Little mini card with two vintage ladies. A little piece of lace here with a tiny miniature image. Little pocket that's been embossed and it's got a little image, and put some eyelet fabric up here with a little lady and some floral stitching going down the side. In the background is a floral image with a little copy dyed stamped card. More of that gorgeous book page. Stitching down here. It's really faint. I don't know if because it's a light pastel, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it just adds a little something extra. Stitching right here. A little piece of that grass cloth and part of a doily. And that's the rough edge from the other side. Sari silk and doily. Part of that book page, a little vintage ad and lace. Another little card with some lace. It's got a little vintage receipt with the grass cloth and a doily. Here's a little tuck spot. I cut a little miniature doily in half and used a piece of ephemera behind it. A little card. A little pocket here with part of a doily. And coffee dyed paper. Little rough edge here. And this flips open. It's the eyelet. Part of that book page with a little piece of lace and stitching from the other side. See how it just hangs over, isn't it neat? A handsome dapper gentleman. And again the book page hanging over. A pretty lady. Part of a doily here with some grass cloth and a little image on the book page. Lace, and I think on the bottom of every one of these I put the sari silk that I stitched and put a little piece of doily on it. Another tuck spot here with a piece of ephemera that's been sewn around several times. Excuse me. A card. That's showing over from the other side. And the sari silk, a part of the doily. A pretty rose. Rose. Another pocket here. Lace pocket with the part of a doily and really interesting coffee dyed paper there. Pretty image here with this is the lace ruffle coming over from the other side, and it's been stitched. And on this one I used two pieces of paper and stitched it like I do my patches, just for a little something different. A little mini pocket with a floral background and a little image with some lace. And a seam binding, no, I always get those messed up. Sari silk bow and a little vintage ad. Another little flip up with a little pretty floral, and this is the tuck that it has. It's got some fabrics and a safety pin with a pearl, and it comes up. Some more Sari silk and laces. And Sari silk here and part of a doily. And this is the pocket from the other side, peeping over. And it's got a little tuck spot. That's part of a curtain with some cheesecloth and some stitching down the edge. Like I said, I used that mint green, so it's really light, but it does add a nice matching thing going on. And then here, it's another lace pocket with some different fabrics and a safety pin. And I just put a big piece of coffee dyed paper that I stenciled a little bit of pink on. And there's the back again. The spine and the front. Can you see the cover? Let the camera focus. With the vintage ladies. Thanks y'all for watching my videos, and I will see you very shortly in the next video. Bye-bye.